Gamers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Now here's George. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Sarr with it. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, B.A., you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. 2 of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Back to Young. To the inside. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Jackson. Back to George. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Washington moving the ball around. The offensive rebound. Young looking around. Shot clock at 6. Drills it from deep.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Markkanen for 3. Washington leading by 6. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Markkanen. The rebound by the Wizards.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
It's George on the wing. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. George has got his second basket of the night.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Antetokounmpo for 3. This is his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Filipowski. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Jazz back. First personal foul.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Nurkic.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Carrington. He takes it in. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. Oh, nice Nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Takes a three. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Jusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Pure from three-point range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And that one's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Collier.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Prince. Still no points. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
1 second left. And the layup is good. And it's all knotted up.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And
The Jazz. 17.
yeah, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And the more experienced George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard. But he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
First one falls for him. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Pass to Vukcevic. Washington gets it back. Here's Carrington. Here's Riley. Here's Champagnie. Three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Now here's Carrington. Riley. And he dunks it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Yep, that one goes. George has got 9 points.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Carrington, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for Utah. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Misses from close range. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
That's Riley from outside the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Outside, Williams. It's George with the drive. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
There isn't a lot that Keontae George can't do on the offensive end. You want him to drive to the cup? No problem.
To the paint. Here's Riley. From deep, Sarr.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to George. Markkanen sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen. Out on his own on the break. Here's Champagnie.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A big group substitution here for Utah. Trent from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
Back to Filipowski. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
It's stolen by Nurkic. Williams on the wing. Pass to Collier. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Here's Vukcevic. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's the break. Here's Williams. Finished off the break. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Champagnie, that's good.
What an unselfish play. Carrington looking to get others involved.
Collier. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Carrington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Timeout. Start it.
Love to see that. Carrington taking it to the defense. That's a gutsy move.
And Utah calls time here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Now a timeout called by Utah.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
He does not get the second one.
We're getting early glimpses of the potential of Bub Carrington. This guy is a do-it-all guard who can really make an impact.
Collier, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Utah ahead, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Utah calls time here. Outside Young. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Young's got 5 now.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now here's Sarr. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
And he sinks the second. Utah leading. George with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. And here's George. He's got 13. Here's Bailey. Sarr pulls it in. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Down low. Picked it out of midair. And a fast break now for the Wizards. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Young. The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Here's George. It's deflected. Antetokounmpo outside. Launches it. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Young with it. Guarded now by Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
We know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Antetokounmpo for 3.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Williams in the post. Oh, swiped away. Tries to break his ice. And Giannis with the dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested. And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lets the three fly. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
So many times, Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
So he comes up empty at the line.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
And that one is hammered home.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Here's Collier. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Sarr.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Jazz.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
The Wizards trail by 5. And there's the drive.
Big man coming through. I love seeing Sarr punch it home like this.
.110 left to play in the third. Here's Collier. Prince grabs the miss.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Now Sarr. He's got 17. 6 to shoot for the tie.
Boy, Nurkic so gritty, contesting shots.
Sarr misses. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah leading by 3. Inside. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And Washington will go for a different look here. Outside Carrington. Pass to Vukcevic. Rebounded by Nurkic. Filipowski in the post. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Coaches talk about...
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Utah leading by 7. George scanning the floor. Now here's Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Jackson the screen. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Washington.
Trying to close out. You gotta know who's hot and who's not.
There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. That free throw no good.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it. They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
To the middle. Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 7. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. And 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Markkanen looking it over. To the inside. Here's Williams. From the arc. Markkanen misses. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Giannis takes that first step. And finished off by Sarr.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And finished off by Sarr. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And a fast break now for the Wizards. And finished off by Sarr.
When a guy who's 7 foot brings skill to the game, he can really start to hurt a defense. Alex Sarr doing work right now.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the paint. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Oh, moments like this speak to Bailey's level of confidence. This rookie doesn't back down from the spotlight at all.
Now Coulibaly. He launches. Buries it from outside.
I just love the ball.
George outside. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Utah substitution. Number 8. Isaiah.
Here's Collier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bailey. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Young. And it's Wizards ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Now Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes.
The floater. Nifty stuff from Trae Young.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Deflected. Shoots a three. Bailey pulls it down.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Williams with it. And it's Young picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen. Ooh, he leaves no question.
There you go, Mr. Markkanen. Step up in a massive way when your team needs you.
Outside Young. the lane. Oh, finishing off a slick move.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
From downtown, the putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Another chance. No, it's off target. And it's Utah with the ball. 8-point game. Now Markkanen. Takes a three. Can't get it to go. Sarr with it. And stolen by Markkanen. So we see the Wizards get the...